Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on Ripple. We will take a look at the 4-hour time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 4-hour in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here, as they're called, representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 4 hours of time. So this here may look like a few weeks. It's actually just the past few days broken down into 4-hour time slices. I like to this time frame, and it's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I did this analysis yesterday, so that's where the orange line and such is coming from. And I really just focus on the orange line here because that was one of the key things I talked about in yesterday's video, because it was doing a very nice job of just measuring kind of the move that the bulls had been making. And even over the past 24 hours, you can see that once again, there was a nice bounce from it. However, as I talk right now, you can see that the bears are very clearly breaking down through there. On top of that, you can see the volume has increased. And I say right now because remember, crypto markets are open 24/7. So when you're watching this video, the chart could look a little bit different. But my goal here is to talk about more so broad levels so that this video stays relevant for as long as possible. So right now, like I said, the trend line has clearly been broken. Now it's just a question of, okay, well, how nasty is this breakdown going to get? And the easiest way to answer that and figure that out is, okay, well, let's just kind of map out where this next level of support is. And that level is going to be down here right around the 32.5 cent mark. So in other words, let's say you're watching this video 15 hours from now. The first question you need to ask yourself is, where does the price stand relative to 32.50? If the price is still above 32.50, sure, the chart's still looking a little rough, but by no means is it a total disaster or anything like that. But if you answer the question that the price is actually down below 32.5, once again, I'm not going to call the entire chart a disaster, but at that point, the chart would definitely be looking pretty sketchy, pretty shady. And, that would be a sign that the bears are really, picking up power and just gaining that much more control. So again, first question, and basically the most important question going in the next, 24 to 48 hours is, where's the price relative to 32.50? Because any sort of closes below 32.50. So let's say, the price has come down here and then, separated on down, that would basically be, it would be putting the price right back inside of this little range that it just broke out from. And not to insult your intelligence, but price movements with true power are not going to be going back to where they were. So 32.5 cents, like I said, regardless of when you're watching this video, whether that's 24 hours from now or later, it's all about where's the price relative to 32.5. As far as levels of resistance, nothing new here. It's still all about that pink line, the 200 period simple moving average. I talked about that in yesterday's video, and surprise, surprise, once again, the power of charts, that's right where the price was rejected from. So that'll be the other kind of question, and to ask yourself is, well, where does the price stand relative to the 200 period? But as it stands right now, top question by far has everything to do with 32.5 cents. So let's see if the price can stay above it or not. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.